Who's the attorney? All right, if you come forward. Vashon, this is an application for deferred. Court is calling 2026 CR 000422. State versus Lucio Soto. Can I have parties announced?
Lauren Espinosa for the state.
Robert Ramirez for Mr. Soto, Your Honor.
And are you Mr. Soto?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Soto, did you review the application for deferred adjudication with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am, that's the waiver of
That's what you're charged with.
yeah.
All right, counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented? Mr. Soto, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
All right, you're charged with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 2, 4 to 400 grams. That's a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea, court does not have to follow your plea. If the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses. The state will call in the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do.
Mr. Soto, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
If you're not a U.S. citizen, by entering this plea, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and re-entry. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand if I grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 20 years in the prison and up to $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, there's a $1,200 fine and the state recommends deferred adjudication. Did you understand that to be your plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State? Yes. Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
By signing that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, any such motions?
No.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your community supervision be for a term of 4 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 120 hours of community service restitution, the DOEP course and MRT. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am, I did
Then
understand.
to the offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State, any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor, she offers CC's reported on.
No objection.
All right, state, you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will defer finding of guilt as you applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, we ask that you follow the plea agreement.
All right, how old are you?
24, about to be 25 on April 4th.
All right, and who is Janessa Garcia to you?
My ex-wife.
And who is Adaline Salinas?
My mother.
Okay. And she was in the car with you?
She was the one who picked up my vehicle after I was arrested.
Okay. So do you have any children?
Yes, I have one son.
Age?
He's going to be 2 on April 20th.
All right, does he live with you?
No, me and the child's mother have very many differences and been trying to go about it with the family lawyer to regain, that ability to see my kid, because I've asked police officers to help me with it before, but they always tell me that I need a court case and things of that such to be able for them to do anything. So I've just been kind of down on my luck money wise, so I haven't been able to pay a proper family lawyer.
Mhm.
So I've been trying to just get myself back on my feet for the last year.
And if you drug tested today, what are the results gonna be?
Marijuana,
And when's the last time you used?
2 weeks ago.
All right, so if you're trying to get your child back or have visitation with your child, a good place to start is to stop using.
Yes, ma'am. That's the biggest reason why I did accept the probation, is because it helps me stay on track to make the right decisions, because not only do I care about my freedom, but I also do want to change the direction of my life where it was going.
But here's the thing, probation is not gonna be forever. And you need to do this whether you have probation or not, if you want to be in your child's life.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you employed?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you do?
I work for Revamp Security. I'm a sales rep. So just a door-to-door salesman. It's a good job. It pays me well. It's commission.
Okay, all right, this is what the court is gonna do. The court is gonna sentence you to 3 years deferred adjudication. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs, tests for levels.
Yes, ma'am.
There's to be a TAP evaluation out of custody. Follow recommendations. There's $1,200 fine that will be probated. Field visits 1 time per month for 6 months. Proof of employment within 45 days, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. 120 hours of community service restitution. I'm gonna order parenting classes. Once the parenting classes are complete, 100 hours will be deemed satisfied. The remaining 20 hours will be deemed satisfied upon completion of the DOEP course. Probation, is there anything else?
No, sir.
Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
No, I will say that the amount of resources that you're giving me will help me to go down the right direction.
All right, well, make sure you stay in contact with probation, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, I did understand it and sign it.
All right, because it's a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
understand?
Yes, ma'am, I do understand.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Martin Guerra, what's happening with your case?
Judge, I conferred with the state. We have an offer. I had a suggestion or proposal, really. We can get a trial date quickly, but if my client so chooses and the state doesn't object, he can enter a plea on Zoom.
Well, first of all, your client has a warrant,
I know, Your Honor.
so that needs to be taken care of, and I'm not gonna do any pleas by Zoom with a warrant. And Norma? I'm sorry, let me do this. All right, Mr. Shepherd,
He is not on the line right now, Your Honor. I don't know if
can
he's
you
on.
call him?
Yeah.
Here.
Oh,
I'm here.
here. All right. So, We can set this for trial Thursday or next week. When do you want it set?
Next week, Your Honor.
All right, Norma, set this for jury trial next week.
You have April 7th?
All right, your jury trial is gonna be April 7th. You need to appear in court on April 7th.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Who else has a plea ready? All right, Robert Mauer. You have,
Right in the box, Judge, Jose Cedillo.
all right, Mr. Cedillo, come down.
It's gonna be on take 3, Judge.
All right, thank you. Hello, all right. All right, and probation, there are no applications. Court is calling 2026 CR 001131 State versus Jose Cedillo. Could I have parties announced?
Megan Galloway from state.
Robert Mauer for defendant.
And are you Mr. Cedillo?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
I did.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Cedillo, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading?
We do.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We're proceeding on the lesser included offense of possession of controlled substance, PG 1 plus 1.
That's your understanding, Judge.
Any objection?
No.
Mr. Cedillo, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it, sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
State is proceeding on the lesser included offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram. That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call, and the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes.
Mr. Cedillo, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented? Sorry, just 1 second. If you're not a US citizen, by entering this plea, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and re-entry. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 9 months in the Bear County Jail under 1244. There's an $800 fine. There are no applications. The state is taking in consideration County Court cause number 719086, and they're proceeding on the lesser included offense. Did you understand that to be your plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Judge.
State?
It is.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places? By signing that you're waiving your right to appeal, the only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Judge.
Then to a less included offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
Is it guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
State, any evidence?
Did offer state 1 an attachment?
No objections, Judge.
All right, state, you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witness statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits one and attachments, and the court will review the same. After reviewing states exhibits one and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We are, Judge.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
I just asked the court to follow the plea bargain, Judge. He has 137 days jail credit currently.
The court will sentence you to 9 months in the Bear County Jail on 1244, give you credit for any time served. There's an $800 fine, time and money will run concurrent. Court will take in consideration County Court Cause number 719086. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing?
No, Judge.
Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because it's a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question of what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. If you're riding a bicycle, you're not allowed to ride bicycles on sidewalks. You're not allowed to walk in the street if a sidewalk is provided. Do you understand?
Sure.
And so whenever you're riding a bicycle, if you're stopping, if you're turning left, if you're turning right, you need to know the rules of the road. Otherwise, it's a traffic offense. You can be pulled over. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
I'm the 187th bicycle crime specialist.
Yeah.
Yes, and I have the next one too, Judge. It's Ronnie Cerna. We just need a plea bargain deadline. I got.
All right. All right, Cerna.
Yeah, we just reset the plea bargain.
All right, counsel, on this case, do you have all discovery?
We do, Judge.
And was it opportunity?
Yes.
How old are you?
30.
Okay. Norma, set this for a plea deadline date in 45 days.
That works for me.
All right, once you sign the reset form, you'll be excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Just have a seat. I'll get you to sign the reset.
Any other plea ready?
Just have men charged in defense. I'm calling,
All right, who's here on Troy, the person for Troy Moore?
it's Meredith, and she's not here yet, Judge.
All right, the person for Carlos Arredondo, Charis, come forward. What's happening with your case?
He's from the Dominican Republic. He's a resident alien. I've conferred with the state, but I need to do a padilla and
All
to
right, has
figure
that
out-
already been submitted previously or no?
No, I got appointed on the 18th
All right.
and he was he was just
Competency.
restored to competency.
Okay.
So
Well,
I
the
know
back
that
is no longer accepting that, so you
Correct.
have an attorney to call.
I gotta figure it out.
Norma,
Yes, Judge.
can you see if Teresa Coase is available, if you're okay with her? All right, Norma, contact her and see if she can provide a Padilla letter.
Yes, I'm contacting her right now, Judge. or-
Yes. And let's recall this in 60 days. Give me a 60-day reset.
Give me 1 second, Judge. Can you do Nate?
Good. And if you have this before then,
I'll bring him in early. May I be released, Judge?
once you get in touch with
Oh.
Ms. Coase. All right, who's here on sorry, Joe Morales?
Your Honor, Jeffrey Martinez.
All right, what's happening with this case?
Your Honor, we do have a resolution to this case, however, the case doesn't need to be re-indicted, so I would ask that it be brought back on Thursday, so I can remove that.
All right, we'll bring you back on Thursday.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
That's Thursday. We want
2 days from now.
Have a seat, sir. Taking the bench.
Judge, she said she'll do it.
All right, thank you. And if you can give her his contact information. And then Norma on Jeffrey Martinez's client Morales is coming back on the 2nd for disposition. All right, who's here on Christian Clark? Roger Perez. All right, Dwight Sorrell, that's Lindsay Shaw.
I think Mr. Buck is talking to her.
Okay,
Maybe step us.
Moses Hernandez. Darnell Dotson.
We're working on plea paperwork.
Okay.
It's almost finished.
Sergio Rodriguez. See, y'all just coughing over everything. All right. Uvaldo Navarro. Where's your attorney?
I've called him 3 times already, yes, every time my phone.
Maybe send a letter. If you can go get on federal court to go here and ask them to please come back on Thursday.
All right, come forward, Mr. Navarro. Your attorney's in Del Rio in federal court, and federal court trumps state.
Yeah.
So, are you employed?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. He's asking that you come back on Thursday, but what's your work schedule?
I work from 7 to 5:30, Monday to Friday. And today's the day I took off for this.
Okay, when's the next day you can take off?
It'd have to be sometime in May, man.
All right, Norma. Recall this for May 4th. All right, once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate it.
And is that gonna be for discovery judge or what is that?
We can say discovery. Just 1 second.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
Just need John Hancock.
Charles, are you doing Lindsay's case, Sorrel?
Plea paperwork, I'm turning it in right now.
Oh, okay, all right, thank you.
We were signing the plea paperwork at the hall.
Okay.
So yes, I am.
Just give me 5 minutes.
Put your clipboard right over here. Want it?
So,
You
You're done.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Charles.
Yeah.
Got it right here.
Albert Charis,
Yes.
don't leave before we take care of Billy Gutierrez.
Oh, gotcha. I got the emails that showed on about. Yes, a broken arm fracture. I don't know how to turn it out.
All right, then just make sure you show it to me and the state.
Thank you, ma'am.
So I had to get it for you, you know, like, print it out.
That's it. Melissa Barton.
Yes, Your Honor.
What's happening with that case?
State and I need to discuss something as far procedurally, what we want to do, Judge, as far as an agreed recommendation on it.
So are you all ready to proceed or not?
We are, I'm just not in discussing with him the legal technical way that to do what we want to recommend to the court judge that we had to want to discuss with you first, but we're ready to proceed.
What to do?
Agreed recommendation to alternate amend to have her apply for felony drug court. If she's accepted, then have her supervised that way. If not, then SATIF.
Okay.
But I'm not sure what you need to do. I'm not sure the correct, because that's a little bit different than what I normally do.
Motion to
on
revoke,
a
then
motion.
y'all need to enter your pleas and then
Okay,
if I think it's appropriate, I will alternate amend
do I
condition.
need you to turn in that too, Judge? I
Yeah.
just did it as an,
Could I see the paperwork on Melissa Barton? It's a motion to revoke.
Broken arms. Apparently broke both arms falling off a ladder. And there's a letter after that. You scroll up.
So plead true to conditions.
okay, I'll do all that stuff. Okay. If you're good with that, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Counsel, what date did I give you on your client?
Oh, sorry.
What date did I give him? Yes. All right, just 1 second. No, the guy who's in the box.
Oh, he's doing.
All right, June 8th. All right, so we'll put Mr. Gutierrez on June 8th. Norma, if you put Gutierrez on June 8th. Two broken arms.
Makes something difficult.
Yes. Just let the deputies know because they'll have to take your client back. And did y'all confer with Ms. Abrams?
Yes,
All right. All right, court is calling 2025 CR 003836 State versus Melissa Barton. Can I have parties announced?
Ready for the state?
Joseph Appelt for the defense.
And are you Ms. Barton?
I am.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the same the Melissa Barton who's placed on deferred adjudication in 2025 CR 003836 for the offense of unauthorized use of a vehicle on June 18, 2025 for a period of 4 years? Is that you?
I am.
All right, state.
Judge will be proceeding on violation of condition number 2, specifically the on or about the 22nd day of July, 2025. In Berry County, Texas, the defendant Melissa May Barton did then and there illegally use a controlled substance, namely amphetamines, in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
We'll waive the remaining allegations.
Any objections?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 2, the court could find you, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 2 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Legal is Judge.
There is, Your Honor, in working together with the probation and state, we are in agreement. We'd like to present a agreed recommendation to the court to alter and amend her conditions of deferred adjudication, continue her to include application to felony drug court. And in the alternative, if for some reason she is not accepted to felony drug court, then order satisfied.
All right, are you asking the court to follow that?
Yes.
Are you waiving your right to appeal? All right. Ms. Abrams, is there a need for a new TAP evaluation or no?
Yes.
Yesterday.
All right, court then would deny the motion and alter the main conditions, you to remain in custody for an evaluation to felony drug court. If not accepted in the felony drug court, then you'll be going to SATF. Is there anything else you need?
Not this time, Judge, no.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. May I be excused, Judge?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes,
Still on the city, call my name, I hadn't gotten that.
yes.
Mr. Moore, the eval has been started. They said they'll have a result for us by the end of April for the veterans treatment. That's what we had
Okay,
said. I had your probation officer call this morning.
all right. Ms. Ferguson, I need a date in May on Troy Moore. All right. Oh, here.
Perfect.
Oh, you're going to walk in the hall back.
Cool, thank you. Yeah, you know, I'm in the Esperanza.
Yeah,
So yeah, I good. Thank you.
you're welcome.
Okay, May the what? Eighth? Yeah, got it. I'll make them sign. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right, anyone ready over there?
That's just, it's got clean paperwork and through it and. When I get it done.
And Norma, where's Roger Perez?
He's supposed to do a bed.
And Valentina Kogut? And is paperwork done with Dotson? Oh, you're going over paperwork, okay. Well, it looks as though we will not be having a jury trial today. Look at people working things out. You know, it reminds me of the old song, "We Can Work It Out." Sure. Hello. All right, and this is the application for deferred.
Yes, Judge.
Is Bashan?
Excuse me.
Oh, thank you.
Hiding.
All right, court is calling 2026 CR 0000745, State versus Dwight Sorrell. Could I have parties announced for the record?
Megan Galloway for the state.
Charles Bunk and Lindsay Shaw for Dwight Sorrell.
And are you Mr. Sorrell? Counsel, you received all discovery. Did you review it with your client?
We have.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Sorrell, did you review the application for deferred adjudication with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the, I'm sorry. Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney as well?
Yes.
Counsel, do you waive the reading?
We did.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented? All right.
No
Deputy
objection.
Laura, can you move them to the other end? All right, any objection?
No.
Mrs. Sorrell, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it, sign it in all the appropriate places? All right, the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram. That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Did you understand that the court grants your application for deferred adjudication? If for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I did.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Absolutely.
Mr. Sorrell, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
If you're not a U.S. citizen by entering this plea, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and re-entry. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, state is proceeding on the lesser included offense, possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram. They're asking for an $800 fine. The state is recommending deferred adjudication. Did you understand that to be your plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
Yes.
State.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
By signing that you're waiving your right to appeal, the only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, any such motion?
No, Judge.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending your deferred adjudication be for a term of 2 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation, 150 hours community service restitution in the DOEP course. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes.
Then to the lesser included offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No, ma'am.
State in any evidence.
State offer states 1 in attachment.
No objection.
All right. Did you review the trial court certification of defendants' rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you, I'm sorry, did you review the waiver and consent to stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent? Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments. Court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Judge.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
We believe he's worthy of the plea bargain. This is his first felony offense that he's going to be on probation for, and we're asking that you would consider probating his fine to assist him financially.
All right. Are you currently employed?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you do?
Amazon warehouse.
Do you have any children?
Yes, ma'am. 6.
And what are their ages?
Um,
Is that a trick question?
no, 12,
Okay.
8. Like 2. I'll just put. Hold on, you got me. I got 6 of them. 12, 8, 5, 4, 2, and 1.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right. Do they live with you?
No, ma'am.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. Court is going to sentence you to 2 years deferred adjudication. Probation, this is possession less than a gram. There's going to be regular random UAs, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, $800 fine. That will be probated. Proof of employment within 45 days, no employment as a home healthcare provider with minors, 150 hours community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once that's completed, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. TAP evaluation out of custody, follow recommendations. If you're tested today, what are the results?
I'll fail.
Huh?
I'll fail today.
Oh, what did you say?
I'll fail today.
He would not pass today.
All right, when's the last use?
Like 2 days ago.
All right, Ms. Abrams,
Yes, sir.
have them test for levels. And the use, well, I'm making an assumption it's marijuana. Is it marijuana? Okay. There's gonna be field visits 1 time per month for 6 months. Probation, is there anything else?
No, sir.
Is there anything else you need in order to be successful?
No, ma'am.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because it's a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. All right, good luck to you. Probation will go over conditions.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think we have control of it.
Yes.
Absolutely not.
The state's gonna dismiss and refile as a misdemeanor. Can we come back next Tuesday?
Okay,
And we're not, we're just gonna read thousands.
That's fine.
all right, so you're gonna refile as a misdemeanor, then take care of this matter.
Yes,
All right, could you have your client come up, please?
yes. Mr. Dawson.
All right, hello. All right, so when will you all have the misdemeanor ready?
We discussed next Tuesday, in order if we could come back on that date.
And go to a misdemeanor court and plea.
All right, Norma, they're coming back on Tuesday. Can you recall this for Thursday? And then if everything is taken care of, nobody will need to be here.
Okay,
Thursday of next week, Norma.
April 9th.
even though we may not need to come, yes.
Once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, who is for Morris Thompson?
I'm here.
Just one moment. All right. What page is he on?
He is at the last page, Judge. Not mistaken. Yes.
All right, Mr. Thompson. We're
Yes,
going to
ma'am.
We're going to reset your case. Your attorney is currently in a jury trial.
Yeah, and I was just informed he would be in a surgery after that, they said.
Well, we're going to see what's going on, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, recall this in 2 weeks. Are you employed?
Yes, ma'am.
What's your work schedule?
I work nights.
Okay, Ms. Ferguson, give me a date in 2 weeks, please. All right, we're gonna break, yes? We're gonna recall this on April 14th. And are you in Bear County?
No, ma'am, I'm in Travis.
All right, we'll have you, is this a motion to revoke or no?
That's the jury trial. One to four,
All right, what day of the week is the 14th?
it's the Thursday, the Thursday.
Ma'am,
Just one second.
It's a Tuesday.
All right, Norma, put this on April 13th. All right, we're gonna place this on April 13th. You can appear by Zoom, but you may have to come back for jury trial on the 14th. We'll see.
oh, okay. I haven't even talked to my lawyer once.
Here's the thing, we're recalling you back on April 13th. You're
Yes, ma'am.
currently in trial, and we'll see where we are on April 13th, okay?
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
All right, you're welcome. And you can appear by Zoom on April 13th.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
Okay.
All right, everyone, just give me a moment. All right.
And then see.
All right, what is happening with Kriston Clark?
preparing to.
Okay, and then we have Moses Hernandez with Docket. Norma?
He was a no-show judge.
All right, could I have a prosecutor, please?
Oh, no, he's not here.
Okay. Court is calling 2026 CR 001109 State versus Moses Jesus Hernandez. Can I have for the state?
Brandon Credit for the state.
All right, hearing was scheduled at 9 a.m. It is now 2:48 p.m. The defendant did not answer docket. State, what is your request?
Judge will be requesting a bond forfeiture.
And deputy, did you make an announcement?
Yes, Your Honor, nobody's out there.
All right, the court will issue a judge's warrant, remain without bond. And then Sergio Rodriguez. Where is Efron Torres?
Judge, I thought we should,
It's in judge's
The
warrant.
warrant.
Okay, let me see. I think he has more than one case then. I didn't call Sergio Rodriguez. No, that's been recalled. I have it recalled for May 4th. Is that incorrect?
Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute. Moore is the one whose attorney is in, yes, Troy Moore. What page is he on?
He's on the first page.
Okay. No, not him. The person who was by Zoom, what's that, Mr. Moore?
No, that's Mr. Thompson.
All right, so what page is Thompson on?
He's on the last page.
That's like.
And what date do we give Thompson?
4/13.
Okay. Why do I have Rodriguez? Let me see. For Rodriguez, I have him as May 4th. Am I wrong in that?
Donna and I have judge's warrants.
Excuse me, to the court reporter. Can you look and see if a hearing was held on Sergio Ricardo Rodriguez?
Yes, ma'am.
It would have been in the morning. All right, thank you. I don't remember doing a judge's warrant for Sergio Rodriguez. State,
You can call the one part down and then she goes, yeah, go ahead and do the other one too. Or something to that nature. I was like, okay, let me check.
all right, thank you. Norma, who did you say was in federal court?
Okay, I mean, not with federal, it was, one second, I have it written down. It was Robert Gardis. Robert, yes, he's on page 4 at the bottom, that was on the Bible.
Okay.
And I don't think Sergio Rodriguez.
Yeah, no, I don't remember doing that.
I don't have it in my notes either.
Thank you. Yeah, my mind is a steel trap. I don't remember calling
I
that.
just know, Judge, that you said everybody that's here after 9:30 going into.
Oh, yes, they are, but you know, we still have to call it. All right, the court is calling 2026 CR 001496 State versus Sergio Rodriguez for the state.
Megan Galloway for the state.
All right, this hearing was scheduled at 9 a.m. It is now 2:52 p.m. The defendant did not answer docket. State, what is your request?
You are requesting a bond.
Deputy, did you make an announcement?
There's someone in the hall, Your Honor.
All right, the court will issue a bond forfeiture, remand the defendant without bond. All right, Christian Clark. Clark?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and my understanding, this is going to be a Anyone else ready? Yes.
Since no one else is ready, I'm gonna touch them off document now.
Sure.
Oh, yes. That's a good question. I can email it to you. They always.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
I think that office.
They always have great.
But I'll email it.
Okay, thank you. You should try this. Here. Now, I will tell you, this one I haven't tried. I just got it. Yes, it is. Oh, yeah. Yes.
I know that too. I know that.
And you know, it even has teal. Anyone else ready? All right, let me go through this docket. All right, so Christian Clark is coming back on the 2nd. Has anyone seen Mr. Bonk?
He's outside talking, so it's fine.
Okay. All right, Theodore Garcia. Hello, where's his attorney?
Judge, I'm still trying to get him here. He said he'll be here in 10 minutes. Last time he said 30 minutes. Then he said
All
20
right.
minutes.
All right, we're gonna recall you back on Thursday. All right, Deputy Laura. You can go back. We'll recall him for Thursday. Come on. All right, and Angel Farias. His attorney is Tony Paul Rice. On page 5. Any update?
Okay, Judge, that case is we called for, April 6th. That was Deborah and Henrich.
No. That's not Deborah St. Heinrich. Let me see. Oh, you're right.
Lost. But now I'm back. I was blind.
But now I see.
Now I see. See?
I think it's just gonna be the two of us.
Oh.
We can make it if we try.
You and I?
You know, I hear the horn in my mind, you and I. All right, so what is happening with Mr. Cantu?
We're confirmed.
I'm back on Thursday.
Oh,
I've got him back here in the room with us.
Okay.
We're all talking.
okay,
So if we can,
yeah,
but we're planning on coming back in the morning for whatever's gonna happen, we'll be here in the morning for it to come.
all right, so are you asking to be recalled?
I thought I technically already had been kind of, but
Is that what you're asking for?
yes.
All right, and State, do you have any objections to being recalled for tomorrow?
Would like to know what the reason.
Yes, that's gonna be the reason I'm gonna use. I'm missing a witness.
All right,
Based on that, we would like ever.
okay.
It's quiet.
All right, so Norma, Cantu is gonna come back at 9:30.
Tomorrow?
Yes. Defense has a witness or some witnesses they say they want to call.
Yes.
All right, and Mr. Bonk,
Yes.
does your client need a reset form?
No, he does not.
All right, so Norma, he'll be back here tomorrow at 9:30. All right, and then Mr. Cox, what is happening with Dennis Johnson, as we say, DJ from the Celtics?
I think we may have resolved our differences
Oh, okay.
in the way of a possible plea that doing some paperwork.
Okay, all right. All right, thank you.
All right, thanks.
Oh, just 1 second. Hi, okay, so it appears we just have one more case, and here's this. All right, thank you. Hello,
Judge Member,
yes,
Judge, on, my client, I believe it was to recall to see if we received all the discovery.
let me see.
Theo, Garcia.
Okay, let me look.
Oh,
With you.
All right.
State, have you given him all the discovery on Theodore Garcia? Okay. Hi.
How you doing, Judge?
And were you able to tender an offer? Oh, it's for him.
They did, there was an offer made. No, there was an offer made.
All right, Norma? On Theodore Garcia?
We're recording it for Thursday, Judge,
Well, no, set it for a plea deadline date instead.
for Thursday.
How much time are you asking for?
There's some other cases coming down, Your Honor, so need reasonable time for those that come down, the discovery, so I could evaluate them. So maybe 120 days.
But Norma, set this for a plea deadline date in 3 weeks.
We still make it subject to, I get all the discovery, so I can evaluate all the cases, Your Honor. Okay, thank you.
I can do April 30th.
All right, April 30th.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, is there, oh, we just have Mr. Cox.
Bring my paperwork, sir.
All righty.